Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. And last time we finished up our business in Leningrad, and I went and bought some Stardust boots for the two ladies that were absent from my party when I did the rest of my purchases. Other than that, I sold off some excess items. That's not what I wanted to go to. I want to go to a list. This is what I'm keeping for now. It's not particularly important. I finally started selling the body purifiers because I'm just going to use Dragoons to heal my status. Keep a couple of the mind purifiers for a couple of instances coming up. That's pretty much it. Still keep the sachets around. We'll want them till pretty much the end of the game. I also sold off some excess junk in here. Nothing, no accessories or anything like that. Speaking of accessories, I didn't go over one. The Holy Ankh, the item that we got in the castle there. Yeah, it's one-time auto reanimate. If you, in the vein of the gold or the Green Dream from Chrono Trigger or any other auto life accessory that you can find in any other game. Yeah, it's does exactly what it says it does. I never really use it, though. Considering how often the Angel Robe has saved my ass in this Let's Play, I might be willing to give it a chance, though I don't think I need it most of the time. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Keeping just some random junk. I always like to keep the last level for pretty much everything I have. Anything that's elemental, you know, fire-based attack, shadow-based attack, wind-based attack, I like to keep those around for odd situations. I almost never decide to use them. The Heat Blade, you could actually sell, because by the time we have an option, or well, a choice that would actually make sense to use it again, we'll find another one, so that, you know, anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it. So let's head back through the Evergreen Forest. Such a kind of generic name for an area. Then again, I guess the Barrens are too. That guard over there is still in our way, so we can't do anything over there. Not till later. However, if we go through here and head up this way, we'll run into a battle. And with that out of the way, we can head this way. Nope. This way. There we go. I can find out where I'm supposed to go. This does not have to be done now. In fact, this never has to be done. It's kind of odd. You never have to go this way, and this is the first opportunity we have to go this way. What's over here? Neat. This actually kind of bothers me about this game. It's not like a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. There's that Stardust I was telling you about. But like I said during the flashback, there are only 2 screens for this entire village. I understand that it was burned down. There shouldn't be much left considering no one's rebuilt. But it would be nice to get some kind of a sequence here with Dart, or, you know, maybe we should have been able to bring Shauna here or something. But to my knowledge, nothing ever occurs here, which is kind of unfortunate. I really wish that they would have let us do that. It'd be nice to, you know, have some kind of significance to the town, you know, Dart's hometown, considering, you know, it kind of goes into his backstory a lot, and we don't ever get to do anything with it ourselves. But anyway, in order to continue on to the Wingley Forest, all we need to do is head up here. And now that Meru has told us that it's actually here, we can actually do something here, unlike before. Aha. Again? Yeah, probably. Last time you came in by yourself. Magical boundary. How come? Obviously. In order to liberate themselves from control. Angry about that? Anyway. Yeah, they have a power. They can fly. Of course you're a Wingley. She's got the same blue-silver hair as Lennis there. Well, I think it's slightly different. But yeah, they both have a silvery hair. And of course, you know, they both wear very auspicious clothing. Why do you think? Well, yeah, you just told us and we believe you. Aww. Dart, you're so kind. Let's go see the Winglies. Blah. Anyway, now that we've done this, we have access to the village of the Winglies. We can actually leave this village, though if we continue on to the next dungeon, then we will be locked in there. So I am going to make a trip back to Serdio, to Lohan. There's some stuff I want to buy there for an upcoming boss, some attack items. But I won't be doing that right now. I'm going to explore the Wingley village first, and then I'm going to head back after. You could go right now if you want to pick them up before heading in here, because it's, you know, it's literally going further in to go further back out. But I want to get some of the stuff done today, so. Okay. That we won't become extinct. Huh. So it seems like some of the Winglies are realizing that they may need help, and cooperation with humans isn't necessarily a bad thing. However, some of them are not that way. And these are some of them. We're not here to fight. We just want to borrow your most sacred object. We already knew. To an extent, anyway. Oh yeah, we can't use magic. And Miranda's being her usual over-aggressive self. No, we should not. Go home. It includes the forest of Winglies and human cities. Well, you got them to hold fire. That's a good start. Hey, look at that. Wings are cool. Well, yeah, no shit. You haven't seen any in however long. The Bardell brothers. Well, I think we met them already when Meru came here on her own. Back of the forest. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Have to go as far as possible in order to get to, you know, the object. It's a JRPG. Of course. They're not going to put the item you need right at the start of the dungeon. Oh wait, they did that in Final Fantasy VIII, in the Tomb of the Unknown King. Yeah. Almost the same. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so I've heard. Particularly the younger one. Carry you to the back. Yes, please. As, you know, Winglies inhabit this forest, there are not traditional means of getting to and from other than flight. You can walk over some of the area, but you are going to need some help in order to, you know, get around. Oops. Yeah, so that's kind of not all that surprising. The NPCs here are actually kind of interesting, so I'm going to stick around and talk to a lot of these guys. Not that different from ours. I want to talk to her. What about you? You got anything interesting to say? And apparently they have a lot of loyalty. Well, that's cool. Now, I believe... No, this will warp you right back down. You don't need to go into there. it'll warp you down right around that where that save point was. You cannot use magic or fly. Such weaklings. It's an interesting joke. And here we have Meru's family. Yeah, I think she does. She's trying to save the world. Considering Meru is 16, I guess this is kind of a typical plot line, though the fact that she is from another species, I guess, kind of raises it beyond, you know, boring teenage angst, but oh well. At least it's better than it could have been generic, but it's not, so I guess that's a good thing. Have to believe in her too. Well, he doesn't have to. Because things change over 11,000 years. Starts making a lot of sense. Yeah, that's what happens when you isolate. Aw, how nice of you. Go, Meru. Awesome. Yup. And everybody. Let's get going. Sure thing. Anyway, that's an interesting little scene, so. Of course. Why wouldn't he be? Apparently he secretly likes everybody, which is kind of odd, but whatever. Can we finish up with this scene now, please? Thank you. Aww. You think a lot. I have to argue with that point, Meru. You don't seem to think very much at all. You just seem to dance a lot. Anyway, I think I want to do this one first. These two teleporters, they both take us to different areas. This one actually moves on with the area, but let's pick up some Stardust right there. Ah, so Lennis is not a Wingly from this forest. And of course there are more groups of Winglies throughout the world. Apparently even the Winglies don't know that they are, you know, the wine of Winglies? Cool. Very inconvenient, of course. Upstairs room is for recovering. An order from the ancestor. Okay. Get out of my way. Yeah, so that is the way to continue on, so I don't want to go there yet. I do want to head to the other section here, this one. This one just leads to a dead end. But again, it leads to some interesting information. Ah, so we do have shops here. So, let's talk to you. Item seller. Unfortunately, doesn't sell anything that I really need. Other than maybe some healing fogs, which I'll pick up one of those, why not? The upcoming area, like I said, you can't leave. There's also no shop in this area, so you will want to hang on to some things. In fact, I'm actually going to sell my last two healing potions, because they're no good anymore. And I'm going to buy one more healing fog and another 2 healing breezes for that area particularly. That's coming up real soon. Make sure you're stocked with enough Angel's Prayers for this area as well. That'll be important. Mind Purifiers are useful in this area because a lot of enemies can inflict status effects, so you will want to keep those. Body Purifiers, not so important. Yeah. I wouldn't bother getting MP recovery items anyway. There's a free healing point in there, and although there are multiple bosses, you can use the healing point in between them, so not a lot of need for that. Now we have the weapon seller. And the weapon seller obviously sells stuff for Meru, why not? More importantly, he sells the magical ring. I really like the magical ring. As you can see, it raises your magic by 30, which, look at Congo's horrible magic. Ew. 14. But yeah, Dart has a decent magic stat, as you can see. He's actually got the highest magic stat right now. But that is also included, or I'm not sure if that's that's the highest magic attack points added from equipment. So he has the most added from equipment. He has the helmet on, whatever that was, the magical hat, and that's helping him out a lot there. But I am going to want him to use magic, specifically, items in the upcoming area. And I've kind of been using him, with Final Burst, because Final Burst is one of the most powerful single targeting Dragoon magics that we get for some time. So I'm going to pick up one and I'm going to give it to him. He's finally moving beyond his power wrist, which was a piece of crap, and I just used it because I had nothing better and I was too cheap to buy anything. These other ones, magic defense, I don't see the need for that. Spirit Cloak is, magic evade, pointless to me, so I'm not going to bother with any of those. But, yeah, we managed to get all that. We head up here. We get some cool stuff. What's this? It's kind of like an angel. The Archangel in red. The guardian god of the Winglies. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be the same gods that, or gods that the Winglies were controlling back during the Dragon campaign, but never been protected. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, end of tour. It's kind of funny. It's just like, oh, all of a sudden, things are getting too personal, too serious. Let's pass beyond that. Let's just take this warp here. And we head up here. And yeah, now he's not so happy to see Meru. Yeah, we've got friends. A friend of mine. We grew up together? Yeah, they finally do say it, and I always forget whether they say it or not. But yeah, they are pretty much promised to each other. Long life, not as young as they look. Meru is 16. I don't care what you say, whether she's supposed to be older or not. She acts like she's 16. She's 16. Just friends. Insisted on following you. Apparently we gotta get Miranda caught up on what's going on, because she hasn't been here until now. Awful things going on outside. Well, yeah. Of course. So, are you going to do anything about it? No? He's on probation. Apparently, he got scolded. Whatever. You stay here and be gloomy. Well, that's nice of you, Meru. Of course she's changed. Yeah, if you get out of the house once in a while... Oh, wait a minute. I'm making fun of myself here. A commandment. Yeah, tradition is all well and good, but there are times, when you need to know to break tradition, especially when traditions are, very archaic in their thoughts and really don't reflect the world in its current iteration, incarnation, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you're just going to repeat yourself. Fine. Let's get going. But that's pretty much all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Legend of Dragoon. In between this part and the next part, I am going to head back to Lohan and pick up some items. I also feel that it would be a good idea to battle around a little bit with the 0 parts, get some more money. I think I'll just get pretty much up to, I don't know, just over 10,000, and then I'll buy another legend cask, so I'll probably come back with about 1,000 or so gold. It's not that much. I'm going to keep, where is it? The Ultimate War God for a little bit longer, probably for other stuff that I'll use later in the game, but yeah. So yeah, look at the magical ring on Dart, his magical attack. Let's see if we can get off that so we can see it. Yeah, 139. Take a look at somebody else, 119, 140. He's right up there with Miranda for some of the highest magic attack in the game. Makes him very useful, 1 as an item thrower and 2 as a Dragoon. So yeah, that'll be really good for him for quite some time. But yeah, so there's also one other sequence. I've heard about a second sequence at Celis, or Sales, or whatever that is, the first town where Shauna's from. I'm going to head back there and check off screen, and if there's a scene, I'll show it to you. If not, then I'll meet you guys back here, next time. So yeah, hope you enjoy this part, and I'll see you guys next time.